People. Yes, people, we have friggin' done it. Let's go. Yes, people, welcome to McLaren Fan TV. The moment you guys have been waiting for. The moment you've been waiting for is finally happened. Mr. Lando Norris wins. Wins. Mahad, I'm saying it. He wins the Miami Grand Prix. I cannot believe what on earth has happened. Like you said, we did it. Mahad, from the... Honestly, bro, talk to me, man. How the hell do you feel?
I still can't believe it. I was in a state of shock. I'll tell you now, guys, when I was watching that race, when the safety car came out, I stood up. I did not sit down. I stood up I was standing up watching that race. And I was just like counting down the laps, and I was like, please, no safety car, no red flag, please. None of this stuff. I didn't want to see anything. I wanted it to be the most boring race after that point. And I seen people go to wheel, and I was like, please chill out. But I can't even believe we're here. I'm so happy for the team. I'm so happy for everybody, all the fans. I'm happy for Lando. It's just, this is amazing, man. We deserve it. We've been in the wars.
This is your moment, people, because we waited for this. Remember when we started this channel and we were talking about, winning races was a distant memory. It was like, we're gonna have to sort out so much stuff before we get to there. And like that, we started seeing the pieces fall together and whatnot. There's so much to discuss in this, right? But you know what? I didn't even realize the race win was on till about 10 laps to go. So you know how you said that you stood up when you saw the safety car, right?
I knew straight away.
Ready. Yeah, you was ready. It didn't even hit me like that yet. I just thought, oh, this is good for us. Great, let's crack on. I couldn't believe it because there was a moment in the night where I was like, wait a minute. Like, there's no more pit stops for anybody. Like, wait, what? Like, what's going on here? And that's when I start to... there's a moment when I'm just like, it starts to hit me. I swear it's about 10 laps to go. It starts to hit me that, oh my God, we could actually do this. I genuinely cannot believe it. I genuinely cannot believe it. Even last night, I couldn't. Mate, I started getting twitchy. When I tell you twitchy, especially when Oscar was battling at the back here, and they come onto the team radio and said, "Hey, Oscar, remember Lando's in front. let's not do anything silly." Because that's when I started. I was like, "Oh no." I thought, okay, Oscar, you're not in this race. Go away, kind of thing. Just relax. Don't cause a safety car. Because if you want to bunch that all up again together and have Max go head to head again with Lando, nah. Honestly,
look at the contrasting emotions of this race. Yeah, at the beginning of the race, I was like, Oscar could win this race.
The irony.
So I was like, Oscar could win this race. Max is not going away. He's only like 3 seconds in front of us.
Yeah,
and Oscar's maintaining that whole situation. And then when the safety car thing happens, it flips. And I was like, what? We still can win the race.
Man.
So we went from one driver nearly winning the race to the other driver. And I feel so bad for Oscar because we're going to have to speak about Carlos Sainz because I've simply had enough of this now. Once is okay. It's maybe a mistake. Twice is like, this is many a time now. And I'm tired of it.
That's the thing. Again, Carlos. You know what I mean? It's like, come on.
For me personally, when I started realizing, oh shit, Lando's got a chance, was once they boxed Perez and he was in clean air, I said, this guy's fast. He was doing crazy. Then he became the fastest guy on track, even faster than Verstappen. Then I realized, oh, now we're seeing what that car was that was cooking in sprint quali in the first and second sessions.
Yeah.
And that car's back again. And when Lando, Lando in clean air, it's a couple made in heaven, you know what I mean? There's a match made in heaven. He had that clean air. He caught up to Sainz and Oscar quick.
Do you know what?
And then obviously Oscar and Sainz boxed. And then he was leading the race. And then when that safety car came, the thing is, do you know what's so funny? Yeah, Max was behind. On fresh hards. Lando was on some old mediums. Lando was lapping faster than him.
I
said, what is going on here? What is this rocket ship? That
right there, when he was putting in fastest laps on those old mediums, I was like, wait a damn minute. What is going on here? Has something happened to Verstappen? Is Lando pushing too hard that it might burn later? Like, what's going on? It was a 10-second gap. And then it went to 11 seconds. I was like, wait a second. What the hell?
He's got fresh tires. How are we building a gap?
But even
And this is before the safety car.
there was one stage in the race where, you know, McLaren was sort of like, you know, the team was telling, was it Lando or Oscar? I can't remember, but it was like, look, our race is not with Perez, it's with the Ferraris. Like that's the kind of vibe we were on. Like, okay, cool, whatever, you know. And I think Ferrari was sort of like, whatever Lando does or McLaren does, don't, you know, we reverse kind of thing. And it was a bit like, okay, so like, you know, P2, P3 podium business, let's go. 2 cars on the podium, that's on, let's go. And then it all just like it fell apart for one driver, but then the sea parted for another one where it was like, oh my days, bro! I couldn't believe what I witnessed.
We'll definitely give the props to strategy because
100%.
That's aggressive strategy. The guy said, "Forget Perez, forget this guy, go get Sainz."
Yeah,
and that's what we've been asking: is go get the guy in front of you rather than looking behind. Like when we're looking at Russell and all them guys, don't forget about them, man.
Yeah,
them man are not in the same Formula One as us at the moment.
Not now. Yeah,
not right now. Mercedes and Aston Martin, we don't need to think about those guys. Thinking forward, thinking the fight is with Ferrari, thinking the fight is Red Bull.
Yeah.
Yes, this was a long weekend. There was a lot of stuff happening. I don't know. We're gonna have to go through it chronologically.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Right? Let's get through the comment section.
Let's get everybody in, man.
This is your time. This is your friggin' time. Yeah, Henry, listen. Let me celebrate. Okay, because it's been a long time friggin' coming. And if anybody doesn't know what I'm talking about here, it was me earlier today, man. I was just like, yep, that's the one, bro. If there's a football chant in Formula One, I want that one to be the one ringing around the friggin' concourses and whatever else. But yes, big up to Henry, big up yourself, big up to McLaren fans, Serbia. This is your time, man. It's your moment, people. Amon, yes indeed, man. Yes indeed. Yeah, let me sing, man. You get me? Let me have my moment. First win only happens once in a lifetime. Yes, indeed.
And what an amazing way to do it.
What a way to do it as well. And we'll dissect that a bit later. TSJ Awesome says, we did it. Absolutely, we did. Thank you for being here with us because you've been there from the day one. Drea, your time, man. This is your time. Okay, some of the old school people that are on this channel, they are here to witness. Hashtag is Stella, we trust. Yes, absolutely right. Adam Heddle says, all right, lads. I'm away off for a birthday meal, but I'll say a quick message. What a result. So pleased for Lando to get his first win. Such a shame for Oscar. He was brilliant. Stella is the GOAT.
Shout out to Adam.
Adam, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Adam.
If it's not yours, it was
his birthday at midnight. Lando Norris win. What a present.
Oh, what a 24 hours for you, Adam. Enjoy that meal. Make sure you eat and drink and be merry. Steph Flo, yes. If your team doesn't have a win this year, McLaren TV can't relate.
No, we can't relate. We ain't got a win.
We ain't got a win. You know what I mean? We have. We have. Northfire, big up yourself as well, man. Big up Steph Flo as well. But yeah, Northfire, let's go. A fantastic result for Lando and McLaren. An emotional roller coaster throughout the weekend. A victory came slightly out of nowhere, but Lando finally did it. Indeed, he did. Serbia, yes, we see you. We said it that this is the year. We did say that. This year could be the year. You know, you mentioned earlier, Mahad, that you know our target. What was the target this year?
To win a race.
To win a race, and guess what? We've got it. What is it? Round 5, 6.
Won a race already.
You know.
So any other wins is a bonus. I expect us to get a couple more.
Yeah.
I'd love Lando and Oscar to get a couple.
Honestly, guys,
pole positions. We need to stat pad out here, man.
Please smash.
We're probably not going for a championship, but
listen, for that Lando win, smash these friggin' likes, okay? Make sure you smash these likes. We're here, people. We are actually here. Drea says we have 2 unbelievable drivers. It's a treat, and this whole team, I am so happy. What a time to be a McLaren fan. I don't know if you heard them waxing lyrical, like the Sky Sports F1 feed. They were waxing lyrical about our driver pairing before. This is like on, I think it must have either been the sprint shootout or maybe the sprint race. It was around that time. And like, I think Brundle was just like all over us, like kind of saying, you know, what a great team this is. Like everything's in place. They got the drivers. And it was almost like, this is the team that everybody really needs to be looking at. It's weird. It was so strange to get the props we did get on the weekend. I don't know if you heard.
Never get props in the media. This was the funniest thing as well. You see how they were talking about us pre-season?
Yeah, we saw. We
changed up after 6 races. You know, it's crazy.
We were here.
Just changed up. I'll be 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
Do your thing. Do your thing. Shout out to Adam. Can't tell you how nervous I was after the safety car. Yeah, like I say, Adam, I didn't like. For me, it wasn't even like that on. What was the safety car? Like 29, 30 or something like that. I wasn't even thinking of a race win at that point, even though Lando was in front. For some reason, I just thought, like this isn't the sort of the queue on merit type of thing. It felt like there's still some cars to pit. There's still other bits and bobs going on. Let's see how far we can go. It was like till the last 10 laps where I was like, oh my God, is this actually going to happen? So yeah, if you're nervous from the safety car, that honestly, fair play to you guys, because I was bricking it from the 10 laps to go. And I was like, oh my, I think it was about 15 laps to go, 12 laps to go when I realized this is on. And then from 10 laps on, I couldn't breathe. I just genuinely couldn't hold still. All caps on every Twitter comment, tweet I put out. Like I was a mess. I was an absolute mess. What was you nervous at all, Mahad?
I was so nervous, man.
You were so nervous.
Guys, you think I stood up the whole time, man?
When you're standing.
My partner thought I was crazy. I was just standing up the whole time, like.
If you're standing,
I was standing like I was like a dad watching the news.
Honestly, big up to the partners that let us watch these things, man. Because you can imagine, bruv. Yeah, I what was it? 11 p.m. when the whole thing finished, or 11:30, something like that.
I just kept on looking at. I kept on counting the laps. I was like, 15 laps remaining, 20 laps remaining. I was like, this is so long, man. And I kept on seeing people going wheel to wheel. There was a bit where I saw like Alonso and Ocon. And I was like, man need to chill out, man. You're fighting for 1 point. Yeah. Chill out. Nobody cares. You're not crashing into each other.
How the mighty have fallen, huh? Amon says, God, those last laps, the lower midfield was trying so bad to cause a safety car. Exactly as you're saying. Shout out to Z. What's going on? Hope you're good. Hello. Yes. Z. That trophy is ours. We have won our first race in, it feels like 10 years, but obviously we can't forget Danny Ricciardo's win in Monza.
But that was so long ago.
It's one that it's still a distant memory to me. I can't lie. But yeah, good times. Henry says, as soon as the gap hit 2-3 seconds, I knew he had won, bearing an unfortunate incident.
Listen, unfortunate incidents happen.
Yeah,
you have to understand this guy's been so unlucky. We haven't had one piece of luck.
Yeah,
this guy has not had one Max Verstappen DNF going his way.
Listen, let that luck be the safety car. I don't give a damn. We needed something.
We deserve luck.
We needed something, man. Because typical our season. Like how our last couple of years have been. Like it's a typical one where Oscar gets involved in some shenanigans that you just think, for goodness sake, he's always in an incident, first lap, 2 laps, whatever, damage to his car, therefore impacts the race and what have you. At this time round, I'm like, you know what? I don't care. I don't care how it's come. Here's the thing that's most impressive. Max Verstappen still finished the race, and he finished P2. Yeah, it worked like a Max that, he's crashed and he's gone P10, 15. He's trying to climb the way down. It's not a DNF Max where, for us, we've been saying, listen, when the DNF is there, make sure we are ready to pounce and capitalize.
I think that's the first time Max has lost on pure pace since Brazil 2022. I feel like, no, actually, Singapore was weird. I feel like that was a setup issue. And actually, I think Brazil's a setup issue. I think when Max has had a good car and he's lost, I think the last one maybe might be Austria 2022 when Charles Leclerc beat him.
When Charles Leclerc done it. Yeah, I mean, Max, to be fair, complained most of the weekend about the car. Like he was surprised he was getting poles. Like what's
yeah, and that was systematic of everybody. I think they messed up by putting the wrong tires. The tires were too hard for the track. That's why nobody was digging. And you saw how weird people were in qualifying. They were like putting a sick lap in, and then the next lap would be terrible. And they said, I haven't done anything different. So clearly it was something to do with Pirelli and the tires. And Max wasn't comfortable with that. And obviously I hear now that he's had a bit of damage when he went through the bollard. But he went through the bollard. It's him.
You know what I'm saying? That's him.
This is not some external factor. He went off track. And damaged his own car.
And I was like, wow, how's that happened? When they showed the replay.
Because he couldn't turn in.
How the hell has that happened? Drea says, the moment the yellow flags came out, I knew this would be it. I still was scared to death that something could go wrong. Wow. Lads.
Shout out to Magnussen, man. That's McLaren.
Oh, Kevin Magnussen, former McLaren. Listen, once a
Put him in
McLaren,
the McLaren Hall of Fame, man.
once a McLaren, always a McLaren, man. You know what? And you know, so funny. Obviously, a Williams involved in an incident as well, bringing out a safety car in such circumstances, and the safety car picking up Max Verstappen. What the hell was that about?
I think they're just used to Max Verstappen leading the race. That's common human error.
Burn was not even in the car when they said, "Yo, we need to go out." Is first of all, oh Max, okay, let's go pick up Max. No, Burn, you need to go and pick up Mr. Lando Norris. That's what you need to do. We nearly had a stinker with that because he was leading him for a bit too long for my liking. It was a bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, no. It's because Lando was the gap was so big.
Yeah.
To the flag, to the yellow flag that Verlander or whatever.
Yeah.
Came out and it was Max that was in front. So he just stayed there. And then he realized, oh shit, it's Norris. And then he had to let all the guys go past and let Norris catch him up.
Yeah.
So yeah. Again, FIA need to sort themselves out. But I don't care.
We don't care. We don't frigging care.
I do not care.
Edith C says, brother, Mr. Lance Stroll made my heart stop about 5 times in those last 15 laps. People were trying to curse us.
Stroll did a mad move on the outside on turn 1. I was like, brother, chill, please, man.
He did.
Please.
He didn't even, even
Oscar as well. Oscar was
aggressive.
Going wheel to wheel with Daniel. I was like, please, Oscar, why?
Hey,
I know his head was hot because his race got ruined, but bro, like, please.
I was like,
even Stallard on the radio went, chill out, Oscar.
Yeah, you know what? I'm like, this is not the time, Oscar. Okay.
I don't know why people are offended by that. There's some fans online that are why are they telling Oscar that on the radio? He needs to be told that. What are you talking
He needs to be told that. That's why.
He literally needs to be told that.
Bro,
this is your teammate is in the lead of the race. Any other team would do the exact same thing.
Exactly. You have to, mate. Communication is key. Let me tell you.
He's out of the points. He ain't getting a point.
He ain't getting.
He's done. It's not. By the way, it's no fault of his own.
Fair play to him.
He should be on that podium.
Oh yeah, definitely. But fair play to him, by the way, because the guy was what P19, 18, and he finished P13. Fair play. He cooked in those laps, isn't it? No5 says, and we did it at Miami of all tracks, guys. This time last year, what were we? P16 and 19?
It was
17 and 19. It was a horrific.
The freeze collided Lando in the first corner.
Yeah, we were awful last year in Miami, and I cannot believe the one place where we were dreading. I think it is because it was our worst race last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
So when we were looking at ahead of these seasons, we're like, where can we get this race win? Where can we get it? Where can we? You know what I mean? We were talking about Imola. We were talking about maybe China because nobody's really been there. And then all of a sudden, Miami of all places gave us this. I said, you know what, Miami, I take it back. I freaking love you, man. Like this, the racing and the track has got much better over the years. It's third year now, isn't it? In Miami, and it's got a lot better, a lot better. So fair play, man. Honestly, yeah, Miami of all tracks. Henry says, was such an unfortunate start for Lando. His launch was amazing. Then he ends up dropping to 6 because of it. Yeah, I mean,
because Perez was doing it.
Yeah.
Perez, you saw Lewis Hamilton in the sprint race. There's no grip in the inside.
Yeah,
you're not getting that car stopped.
You know,
what are you doing that? He nearly took out Max.
I was close, bro. I was hoping. When I tell you, I thought, let me see him tag Max, because you saw him speeding from far, innit? You saw it from a distance, and I was like, tag him, and he's just missed him. I was like, oh no! And then I was
if you
like,
tagged him, we're winning the race by a mile.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah.
Whether it's Oscar or Lando, we're winning the race.
Yeah.
In that scenario, we're faster than Ferrari.
Amon says if Oscar had the rest of the upgrade, he could easily shake off Sainz and fight Leclerc for sure. Well, yeah.
No. Is this on the restart? I think Oscar should have beat Leclerc on the restart. He should have been more Sainz, regardless, because Leclerc had all the tires than both of them.
Well, of course,
Oscar's in a scenario where,
I forgot.
It did make sense about did something happen to the car on the restart, because Oscar was quite easily overtook Leclerc in the opening stint. In the opening stint, he overtook Leclerc, no problem.
No problem.
Second one, Leclerc just bolted off in the distance. I'm like, I don't even understand. Like,
which, by the way,
what happened? And I don't know whether that's a symptom of the second syndrome, that Oscar's going through at the moment, where he puts another tire on, and then he's slower than he was on the first tire. But I really, on that restart, obviously I wanted Lando to get a good launch on Verstappen, whatever. But I was really expecting Oscar to go get Leclerc.
Yeah.
Leclerc had a tire disadvantage. And I was thinking, this is the time we could get P3 now. But then he was battling with Sainz. And then we saw what Sainz did. So,
and yeah, this is a man who had, what was it, half the upgrades? Was that correct? Is it half or was
the
it
upgrade, yeah.
You know, and you look at what he was doing in the car. He had a great weekend.
He was fantastic.
He was absolutely brilliant. I mean, as Andrea says here, I'm very sorry for Oscar. He was amazing, but to be honest, I'm glad it was Lando. Yeah, listen, look. If you were to ask me, I had the pick of the choice of which driver I wanted to win an F1 race first. I would have said Lando definitely. Man's been there 5 years, you know, grinding. Stuck by the team, they stuck by him. You know what I mean? Like when you think about it, like this one, you know, It was an emotional race win, emotional in the United States for my Zach Brown lovers as well. Like it was just amazing. I was
a race with Gilles de Ferran.
And of course, yeah. Everyone, that was the first things everyone was kind of saying, dedicating it straight.
And Gilles de Ferran said to Lando in Brazil last year, "You're going to win a race within the next year."
Yeah, he did say that. That's what he come out and said.
And it was the race was tributed to him. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Yeah.
So rest in peace.
Rest in peace, man. Absolutely. Big up Gilles. I mean, you know, it's just, yeah, it was such an amazing moment. I was making sure I grasped every single bit of that. McLaren fan Serbia says, honestly, I think we all expected Max to overtake Lando, but Lando's race pace was very good. By the way, straight line speed, bruv. Excuse me?
Straight line speed. And we didn't have straight line speed in quality. I didn't really understand. I was like, what's going on here? It was so confusing. The one thing that benefited Lando's race more than anything and kind of disadvantages Oscar is our car is good in clean air. Lando, apart from Perez, had clean air the whole race. Yeah. He had nobody in front of him.
Yeah. No, that's true.
And he struggled to overtake Perez. Perez could have that was a defining moment that they boxed Perez. If they didn't box Perez, he could have just shielded him from Max. I don't think we were going to get the overtake over.
You don't think, yeah? You don't think it was going to happen on Perez?
Unless it was a tire offset type of thing. It was very difficult to get an overtake done because the Red Bull, especially Perez's one, was set up with very, very good straight line speed compared to Verstappen. And if that overtake don't get done, we might just get stuck in that position for the whole race. The fact that he pitted and he was clean air, we said, let's get out of it because obviously he was clearly faster than Perez. And we know this car in clean air. And then going long, the intention was to go long all the time, the whole time. When you're starting, when you drop down to P6, just go long. F it. You can manage the tires. Tires are not digging. Went long, see what happens. Kind of like what he wanted to do in Jeddah, and it worked.
Yes, yeah. Honestly, it was perfect. You know, everyone's like, it was perfect. Let's gamble for that safety, and then bang! As soon as we were out there, just on our own, you know what I'm saying? Magnussen, obviously, the spirit of Magnussen, we needed that. We needed that. Ayrton Senna, 30 years as well, anniversary. I mean, it had to be. It had to be a McLaren win this weekend, didn't it? It just had to frigging be. The Oracle. Man, are we ever gonna learn our lessons with this?
You know what he said? He said we're gonna win a race in the first 7 races. What happened?
Oh my god.
We win the first 7 races. This is what his specific wording was pre-season. Not 8, not 10. He said we win the first 7 and we win on 6.
Man, can you imagine?
Give me the lottery numbers, mate.
Honestly, big up to the Oracle. Thank you, Alex, man. Hope you're good. Musab, what's going on? What a race indeed. Of course it was. As Andreas mentioned there as well. We can make a goddamn compilation of science crimes again.
We talk about this.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Carlos. Why? And he's still fighting now himself.
We've had many incidents with Oscar.
Yeah.
This is like, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why it keeps happening between these two in particular. Yeah. Starting in Belgium last year. But it needs to end now. And do you know what it is? I think Sainz is a very aggressive driver, yeah. But I think Sainz thinks Oscar's not aggressive when Oscar is aggressive.
Hmm.
So Oscar's not going to back down. He might give you the, impression that he's not aggressive and he's like a quiet, smooth driver. This guy is super aggressive. He's way more aggressive than Lando, wheel to wheel, Oscar.
Mm.
And you think he's going to back down in certain scenarios. So when he's trying to go around him and he gets pushed out, Sainz is crying for a penalty. Oh, he needs to give the position back. That's not going to happen. He kept the position, all four wheels on track. You wanted to do a move on the outside. My rules when I'm watching Formula One from way back, is if you go around the outside and you don't make that stick, you got to hold that.
That's on you.
That's you. That's your problem.
It's on you.
You won't be asking for the guy that's got the inside line. Oh, just give up the position or he should get a penalty. I don't know when this started happening. This started happening under Michael Massey, 2019. Where drivers started going around the outside and then the guy on the inside was getting penalized or getting punted him out. That should never be the case. If you go around the outside, you better be damn sure you made that move.
Yeah.
If you end up in the wall or in the gravel, whatever, that's your own problem. You decided to do the audacious move, it didn't work out. And he tried to do that, didn't work out for Sainz. Then Sainz did a madness. On the end of the long straight, on the end of the long straight where Oscar got the wing damage, he just decided, okay, I'm going to go on the inside and I'm not going to brake. I'm going to take this guy out. And we already spoke about this for years. This McLaren is made of paper mache. It gets touched even a little bit, it's done.
It is.
You saw in China, he got his diffuse touch, it's done. It was the tiniest of touch, it's done. This is not Lewis Hamilton Mercedes front wing that can handle going into a brick wall.
Yeah.
And be completely fine. This is a McLaren that's very, 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 very unrobust carbon fiber. And if you do get touched, it's done.
Yeah. Carlos Sainz needs to freaking sort it out.
And that's the race done. But lingering in the back of my mind, I was like, oh, it didn't even need to be like this.
Yeah.
100%. On the restart, if you just overtook Leclerc, we have to be dealing with this.
True. No, 100%. That's true. That's fair. That's fair.
I don't know where the pace went. It's symbolic of what happened on that weekend. Pace just arrived and disappeared as it went.
It did, didn't it? Yeah.
It's so weird because he didn't have pace. He had pace on the first stint. He didn't have pace after in the safety car restart. Then when he had to change wing, he had ultimate pace again. It didn't make any sense. Very, very strange.
I must admit, I'm triggered about something here in the comment section.
Going on?
I want to bring up our guy, Mr. Cameron F1.
Hello, Cam. Cam, remember what you said to Peter on last lap?
Hey,
the winter break in 2023?
It's 2023.
Have you seen how the misfortunes and fortunes of Mercedes and McLaren have gone in opposite directions since you made that point?
It's your fault, Cameron. It's your fault, mate. Fellas, he says, right? Mad drive from Lando. First of all, you can't put
no wins is done.
You can't put that there, Cameron. Come on. You can't put that there anymore. Yeah. But weren't that AD 2.0 again with the safety car? What are you doing to me, Cameron? I watched your video earlier today as well, and I was like, what's he doing? Why is he killing me like this? Why is he making me feel and think about these things? The safety car was shaky warrior. Let's be very clear.
Nobody was on the FIA radio convincing them, no, put out the safety car in front of Max. I don't even know the connection between the two. The situation was corrected immediately afterwards. I don't understand.
I mean, look, is it a case of
obviously he gained an advantage, Lando Norris,
because he carried on, right? He would have just carried on.
I understand he gained an advantage of that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But this isn't the last lap of a championship where people have got tied on points. One guy's tires are dead after a long ass stint, and one guy's got fresh softs.
Yeah.
Max literally pitted a couple of laps before the safety car.
Yeah, there were not crazy differences in tires, were they?
Max had the opportunity on the restart to get him. He didn't get him.
No, yeah, that's fair enough. That's absolutely fair enough. I've seen somebody just come through on the wing. Is it time to bring this person in? What are you saying, man?
We got to hear it. We got to hear his thoughts.
We got to hear the people. A Lando Norris win has taken place. A win for McLaren has taken place. And you better believe we're going to have some people to come on here and friggin' talk about it. Welcome to the stage, people. Nat G Racing. Yes, sir. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the podcast.
Welcome.
And I'm talking
Thank
to you after a race win for McLaren, a maiden win for Mr. Lando Norris. Oh, he's
gone
with excitement. It's just full on excitement. He signed out. He was like, listen, I can't take this no more. I can't do it anymore.
Back again.
He's back again. He is back again. Talk to me, Nat. What's going on?
Oh man. Yeah, it's hardly sinking in this, because it's been a long one. It's been a long time coming, and yeah, I just didn't expect it to happen just today, and it just came at me. And yeah, I'm sure like everyone is just feeling that same way of just like complete just confusion, but at the same time just celebration, and it's amazing.
Bro, I find it bonkers because it's not like, you know, Max is DNF'd. There was a crazy crash at the beginning or something like that. You know, a Ferrari's taken out, you know, both Red Bulls are out of here, whatever. These guys finished. And in fact, you know, Verstappen finished P2. It's not like it was a dead Verstappen for whatever reason. He finished P2, you know, and that's why to me, this feels unbelievable, because had we had all the shenanigans, then I would have been like, you know what? Like, okay, shenanigans happened. I'll still take it. Happy days. But this feels unreal. Mahad, what are you saying? It feels unreal to me.
Yeah, it didn't really sink in until this morning, I think.
Say
The
again?
whole of last night. The whole of last night was a blur.
Last night
didn't
was
feel
mad.
real. It's like,
You know,
I can't believe any of this happened. I can't believe it happened that quickly. I can't believe it happened here in Miami, of all places.
there's so
Miami, I was like, I'm happy with a P6, man. Let's get the hell out of here.
much. Double points, get out.
We finished like 1 minute something last year behind the leader. I hate this track so much. We tweeted about this, like, we hate this track. We don't like this place. But guess what? Now it has a place in our hearts forever. So
it does.
Amazing. We're gonna talk about him later, but we need to give praise to Andrea Stella.
You're freaking joking. Are you joking? Of course.
We're gonna give Andrea Stella an hour.
He's getting an hour.
You get a whole hour.
Listen, the man. There's a picture. There's an image where literally he receives Lando Norris like this. He's got his arms out, and Lando's ready to come and celebrate, and he's got his arms out. And I said, "There's the friggin' Don. That's the man right there. That's who we need to be friggin' paying attention to." The guy knew what to do from the jump. Shout out to Andrea Stella. Flipping hell, guys. What? I mean, honestly, you just would not think.
Since the moment he stepped in the team.
It's just, we've just gone like this. And the thing is, what's most important is he saw the problems and said, whoa, okay, straight away, you know, we need to sort this out. There's somebody in the comments who puts like, shout out to Natty, you said, I wonder what Seidel and Key must be thinking. Listen,
we wasted our time.
We wasted our time.
No, I think it wasn't. Do you know what? Because when you think about it, effectively, Key got sacked quick.
He did.
James Key got sacked quite quickly.
He did.
Well, from when you hear about the inside narrative of what happened, he kind of got taken off the project in like October 2022, which is early. They said, "Look, yeah, you're not looking at that Silverstone upgrade at all. You're not involved." And Seidel was already getting ironed up by Audi. If Seidel was still there, I think he would have been fired anyway. If it was still the same in 2023. So
the thing is,
he had a mandate of. It's ironic because there was a whole interview with Zach Brown, and how Zach Brown was discussing that our 2020 car and 2021 car was designed by Peter Prodromo, Andrea Stella, and Fry, and it was just a carryover. So James Key had little to no input on that anyway. The car that won in Monza, the car that got us further in constructing as well. They weren't even really involved in that. And Seidel was helped us operationally step up because we wasn't good operationally before in terms of just getting everybody organized and so on. But once the 2022 regulations came out and there was no progress, we had to move forward, no? And that's what Andrea Stella came in and identified the issues within the organization. First of all, he said the technical direction is in the bin because that 2022 car was not good. How can you enter a new regulation with a bad car?
Yeah.
And getting the people into place, saying, look, and it's so good that we've got a team principal that's actually a person that built a bloody car already for us. He knows what it takes, right? Yeah. And he knows what skill sets you. He said, well, why did James Key put Peter Prodromo in a cupboard? And basically said, we don't need you right now for the 2022 car. And then he brought him back out of the fold, and then you saw the Silverstone upgrades. It's a crazy journey that Andrea Stella's put us on. He's got everybody organized, and there's one thing you could tell me. I could speak about all the times how good he's technically, all the upgrades and stuff like that. Yeah, but this guy's a good leader as well. Look how he speaks, man. Look how he leads the team. Literally, last race when Lando Norris had that sprint race start with Lewis Hamilton in China. Right after it, Stella was like, don't worry about it, it's calm. We just need to give him the car so he doesn't need to push him the limit. Very next race, he was given the car, he won the race.
Madness.
Yeah.
Madness.
Now you understand, this guy, he's got capability of not only understanding and building F1 cars in Formula One and being around, he understands how to manage drivers and dealing with drivers because he was the engineer of Fernando Alonso, Kimi Raikkonen. Yeah. He understands how to speak to drivers that will go in for championships and win. And having that skill set all combined into one team principle, I think we're looking at somebody that's a legend in the making right now.
This could be the line here, right here. Shout out to Batsy. Batsy BF1 says, is Andrea Stella the best thing Alonso has ever done for McLaren? Because he would have obviously given him that call to Ferrari, said, listen.
Well, it definitely wasn't Spaggy.
Or hungry.
Shout out to Baxter as well. Shout out to you, mate.
Yeah,
I'll take you. Hope you're good. Look who's showing up as well. Sorry, Nat. He seems to have just gone there. I'll switch it there for the time being. But yeah, look at Rubinho says, look at the tangerines everywhere. Can't lie. Very happy for you. Big up for Lando. Sorry, big up. I was concerned the safety of the safety car wouldn't be enough, but he pulled through. PS, tell Piastri to not try and ram our cars. Thanks. Turn it friggin' in. We need to cancel this guy about Rubinho. And then even this also time to retire Miami. Excuse you? We ain't retiring nothing yet.
Oh, this is a staple in the McLaren calendar now.
this goes down the history.
I might go to the race and buy $290 chicken wings. I'll be there.
That would be a good. You know, it'll be a good place to go to. I can't lie. Also, I haven't forgotten what this channel said about Lando in the past. I see. What did we say about Lando in the past? Talk to us. Tell us. Piastri did what needed to be done. Exactly, you saying. That's exactly friggin' right. Carlos needs to know his role. And
Science tried to do a bullying thing, man. Come on, man.
Tried to bully him off. Shout out to Jay Starship, says congrats. Woo! This is it, man. We've got our win. We've got our friggin' win. Cameron says, serious question, fellas. Why let Trump come in the thing and take away the shine from Lando? Listen, Trump had to give man that little boost. You know what I mean?
Cameron, make McLaren great again.
Oh, this race is gonna be huge. That's what he said to the boys. That's what he's saying to the lads. Okay, this race, Miami.
To be fair, it's nasty.
Yeah,
it's proper not
serious quickly.
Apparently, F1, the F1 and the FOM whatever said, Trump's coming. What team can host him? Obviously, the American guy, Zach's going to say, yeah, that's all right. Because you know how Americans are. Oh, if you're president, president, don't matter. If you're
Yeah,
a former or you're still a president, come in,
president for
whatever.
life.
You know, Americans, it's an honor, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could do that behind closed doors. Don't be standing outside the garage doing up photo ops.
You
Let's not
you
do
don't
that.
want him anywhere near. You don't want to see him
I
anywhere.
understand that FOM and Formula One were like, and obviously Liberty Media, who's a big donor
Yeah,
for Donald Trump, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Basically said, this guy's coming to the paddock. He's going to go into one of you lot's garages. Who's it going to be? And McLaren basically said, yeah, it's going to be us. Regardless, he was going to be in someone's paddock. It's not that's us.
Zach Brown couldn't let that one
obviously
slip. I can't lie.
Politics out of Formula One, but apparently he was supposed to do a whole bloody rally there, and then Liberty Media said, "Nah, you're not going to do this in the form." He was gonna sell tickets, all that kind of stuff in the paddock, and do a rally.
Start shotting tickets. Man, just tickets out.
Yeah, that would have been crazy, but this is Florida, man.
Well, this is it. We're in the States, and obviously, I think Zach
I'm
Brown.
I'm not happy that it was McLaren. But Trump being that paddock was going to happen.
It was always going to happen, yeah, of course. I'm actually surprised it took this long. He's been there before, obviously, but I'm surprised it took this long to see him like.
I don't think I've seen him in the paddock before.
I swear he has. Like when they used to have Formula One, where in the States was it? I'm trying to remember.
Koto or Indiana?
No.
Actually, no. Why would he be there?
Not in this era.
I've never seen him Koto.
As in back in the day. No. Like in the
but he wasn't president them times. It was not
obviously no, he wasn't president at all. No. But as in like, I think he was part of the gig trying to like get the race over there and stuff. So, where's he? Atlantic City or whatever. But yeah, it's a it's a lot of things. TJD says the name is Lando Victoris. Yeah, we hear that. I hear that. Hang that in the Louvre. You know what I mean? That's it. Hang it in there. That's it. Scoop on Football says, how does Lando's first race win compare to other McLaren's drivers who got their first win? Hakkinen in Jerez in 97, Raikkonen in Malaysia 2003, Canada for Hamilton in 07, and Kovalainen in Hungary 08. You know Kovalainen?
I can't lie. Hakkinen was 97. Nobody was cared about the win. Except for McLaren.
Yeah, no one cared.
Yeah, there was other stuff going on in that race.
Okay.
That even allowed that win to exist.
Yeah, true.
Do you know what's so funny? Look, guess who won on their 16th podium? Hakkinen. So did Norris.
Interesting.
See the parallels.
What are you telling me?
If Lando won on his in Imola instead of this race, he would have won on the same race that Rosberg won on race starts.
Yeah.
So we beat Rosberg, guys,
and we beat Button.
And we beat Button. But Button was in the gutter, man. He was driving some horrible twos, man, at the beginning. So I feel bad for Button in that sense. But yeah, look, all them stats, all them nonsenses. Listen, Nick Heidfeld, take your chain back. We don't want it.
Yeah, innit? Have your chain, man.
We don't care.
Then, what about
Oscar's going to grab his win this year as well.
Yeah.
We're going to have 2 race winners in the team. I'm ready. I'm ready to see what's happening. What I want to ask you guys before we get into more comments is, first I'm going to come to you, Nigeria. What did you think of this upgrade package when you saw the number of upgrades? Because they kind of played it down prior. Oh, we've got a couple bits here and there, and then this guy's come with the longest upgrade list I've ever seen for a race. What was going through your mind, and what did you think of the impact of these upgrades?
Yeah, for me, again, I was following what Stella was saying. Was like, oh, it's only a little bit. It's only a minor upgrade. It's not all that big. And then, yeah, like you said, you just see that whole list, and I'm like, just a B spec. Like, this ain't no like tiny little piece. This ain't no like one of them upgrades that you bring for like a circuit specific kind of thing. It was like, this huge, and we need to now like take advantage of it. And so I was just hopeful that like we would be closer. We would be kind of in that game with Ferrari and Red Bull and start to compete with them properly. And then the SQ1, SQ2, and you're like, huh? We might be on pole. We might be on pole for the sprint. And then who knows what happens in SQ3. And it's just like immediately I was like, Andrea cooked. He cooked. He did it again, and yeah, it was unfortunate that afterwards, like, it wasn't like meeting those expectations, but yeah, this upgrade was like just monumental. I was thinking this upgrade, it better cook, and it did, and so yeah, it was just such a surprise. That's really what my main thought was.
No, guys, why is it our upgrades cook like crack cocaine? What is going on? When we upgrade, it's like it's a brand new car. Do you know what I mean? Like Miami was not supposed to be this. It was meant to be nowhere near this. And for whatever reason, I don't know, like, what do you put it frigging down to? Like, why do we just jump leaps and bounds whenever there's an up? Like, and what's funny was nobody really paid attention to the fact that McLaren were doing a big upgrade here, right? And now it's like everybody's kind of woken up and been like, yo, and then Oscar's gonna get this for Imola. And Imola, I think Lando's got a few more, like little minor ones. I don't know if that's true, but
I think Oscar's gonna get the whole package this time instead of half. And then I think there's gonna be a small additional for both cars.
Oh, for both.
On top of that. But boy, we actually had the discussion before. I said, would you rather just us bring little updates here and there to every single race, or would you rather them stack everything up and bring one big upgrade? This process of kind of taking your time with the upgrades, seeing if they work, see if they correlate, instead of rushing the first thing out there and just trying to do experiments out there, and kind of really taking some time to understand. This team is clearly showing that they understand these cars. They understand ground effects cars. They understand our car, and they understand where the potential is and what we can get out of it. We saw after Singapore, Andrea Stella said, look, there's still, because of cost cap and so on, we couldn't even do 50% of the stuff that we wanted to do. We're going to have to roll that into next year. And look at it already. Look at what we're saying already. And they're saying, when they did not, Andrea Stella has not lied to me. When he said the gradient of upgrades is the same as last year, look what was going on.
They didn't listen.
Nobody
they didn't listen to it. They didn't pay attention to that, you know. Hussein says here, which is very, very true indeed. What's impressive is that McLaren on its tires. What's happened here then? What's changed here? How come all of a sudden
when I saw Lando was still quick on the mediums,
he could have just stayed out compared to the new hards. Yeah,
could have done the whole race on mediums. There was no dig.
Fastest laps as well. Not like, oh yeah, he was just quicker than Max. No, fastest laps. Did Oscar get the fastest lap in the end?
Yeah,
I don't see anyone got a bonus point for anything, did they? Yeah. So Oscar nicked it. He was fuming. He needed something. He was like, I'm not about to just sit here.
Oh, he was so good as well, man. In my mind, I took a double podium. I think he can get Max. We're gonna get a 1-2. I was ready.
Yeah.
On that safety car restart, and then Sainz, you ruining it.
Sainz, come on. It. And we like Sainz, you know. As a former McLaren man, we like Sainz, but come on.
You like Sainz?
I'm not on that. I'm not on that with Sainz.
I wasn't fussed. I said I wasn't fussed with it. I said this already, Peter. I was not fussed when he left McLaren. I was not fussed. I was okay.
I was a bit shocked. I can't lie. I was shocked because it was a bit like we had that stability. It was going well. Then he's gone. Then we got Ricardo, and I kind of got over it quickly. Don't get me wrong. And then when we witnessed, oh snap, Ricardo, what's going on here?
You checked out Ricardo early doors
because he
2021. You're like, I don't want this guy on this team, man.
He won. What did he win? He won like 7 Grand Prix, if not 8, with Red Bull. I expected so much more. You know what I'm saying? I didn't expect Norris to dunk on this guy. Do you know what I mean? He was dunking on this guy, even though he did win a race. Don't get me wrong, but like, yeah, come on, guys, come on. Look at him at the RB now. You know what I'm saying? He blows hot and cold. 1 minute he's here, 1 minute he's there. You know, it is what it is. Rubinho's trying to say that a couple of you, man, were Lando out. When?
Excuse them, what? When is this happening? This guy just make this up.
Who? You know what I mean?
What? Don't listen to these Ferrari fans. There's no way you ever said Lando out.
Yeah,
ever.
That's wild.
Oh my god. Rubinho says, real question. Do you think this is a one-off? What's going on here? Yeah. Do you think this is a one-off? Or do you think now we can push for more Grand Prix wins?
I don't know. It's hard to tell because I felt like we didn't even maximize this weekend at all, and somehow we won a race.
Look
And
at
it's just like, and it's on one of the tracks that last year was just the bottom of the barrel, and also the fact that the straight line speed was back, and that was like, okay, this might be something. And I don't know, it's so hard to tell, but I believe that there was an opportunity for maybe one or two this year, but I don't know. I think this is just vindication of that. And maybe now, like, we can start to assess our expectations and what they were before, and just go like, we've already got this one very early on, and we're very good at upgrades, as we saw last year. Like, what if we did a big upgrade? Who knows what happens at the end of the year? So, yeah, I'm just very excited now that potentially we can go and challenge for more. But I think we're still circuit dependent. I don't think we're going to challenge in every race. By the fact that we did it here in Miami was, yeah, that's just like, okay, this means more than just like the fluke win. Definitely. And yeah, it's a sign of real potential, I think.
It is a sign indeed. Mahad, what do you reckon?
I think we could. Do you know what's so funny? I feel everything I've ever predicted about this car and what track's going to be suitable, has just gone wrong. It's just like Nat Racer just said, we did not maximize this weekend on Saturday. Friday, Saturday was I was getting mad. I was like, listen, the car's there now. This is operationally we're not doing good, and drivers need to start pulling it out. Yeah, and then very next day they turn up. You know what I'm saying? In my mind on Saturday night, I already moved on to Imola. I was like, let me just think about Imola. Let's talk about it. I didn't even care about the race, and we ended up winning the race. I think we are a team traditionally that get hot later on in the season as well. We don't really have good starts. This year's unprecedented in terms of good starts, and we're looking strong. We're usually after summer break we go on a crazy hot streak, no matter what. And we haven't got to that stage yet. And if we bring more upgrades, if we bring another upgrade pre-summer break and one after summer break, and it has the same gradient, we can win a couple more races, man. I'm telling you now. I want us to be in the best situation that we can be in the title charge in 2025. If we have a Red Bull 2020 type of season, I'm happy with that. But instead of like Albon not doing anything, Oscar actually does stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we got to, honestly, I'm still sitting here like, as Nat said, you know, it happening at Miami and we're doing what we did. It feels, and the fact that you're both saying there was still more on the table kind of thing. We didn't really maximize everything there. It's got me thinking, like, you know what, like, because look, Ferrari will bring an upgrade, Red Bull will do their thing, and it's gonna, you know, the tables are gonna mix up again and whatever else. But it's almost like, you know, the fact that it's Imola next. I don't know.
I love Imola so much, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm getting twitchy.
I love this place so much, man.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I definitely don't think this is a one-off, but yeah, for sure, I feel like there's something that needed to be said. Are we ready for?
I wanted to rain in Imola as well, just so we can
bring forth
even more.
Yeah.
Bring forth that rain. I don't give a damn. Bring it forth. Shout out to PB, says, look, had to stop by for this historic moment. Welcome, PB. I hope you're good. Hope you're well. Listen, this is the greatest day of our lives, okay? At the time of recording. We've still got more to come. You know, there's still more to come from this team, but let's wait and see. I think we're ready for another special guest. What do you reckon, Mahad?
Yeah.
Is it time? Is it time to bring someone else to the stage, people? I want you guys to give a massive shouts to the man, Kunle. What's going on? I hope you are good and well. What is happening?
It's a party in my city. Yeah.
Let's go. Let's friggin' go.
You know what? Yeah. You know them ones where it's like, is it happening? It's happened. Then you wait. You're like, maybe it went wide like 3 times, and there's like a 5-second penalty coming, and it doesn't come, and like you wake up and you're like, oh, it's happened. You know what? First things first, I'm so happy because finally Daniel Ricciardo fans can stop shouting and crying like the last race win you got was Daniel Ricciardo.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that. Oh, it's
No
done.
more.
That's done. We're done with that one. We're finished. You guys, you're done. It's done. Whatever. I don't care about you, man. Go outside and touch grass or not. No one cares. And it's good. Like you guys were talking, like before I jumped on, you guys were saying it earlier. Like Mahad said, right? It's early in the season as well. It's not the typical we've gotten there with the car part of the season where it's like podiums. Maybe there's a race winning here. It's like, okay, we can win a race. And it's not win a race because Max had a fault or someone's car got broken. It's like a bit of luck with the safety car and everything, but even after the safety car, it was pure pace. It wasn't anything of someone's like, once it broke that safety car DRS, once it broke that first DRS window, it was literally, consistent lapping 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds. Like, okay.
Purple.
Like personal best. But the problem now is I need to see both cars do it. I know it's selfish. I know it's greedy, but I don't want to just see one car do it. I want to see both cars do it. I don't know when that's going to come in, but I need that to happen. That's going to be my endorphins. That's going to give me life.
Kunle, you're going to get life at Imola then, my friend. That's all I got to say about that.
I cannot wait.
Honestly, because do you remember when Oscar
upgrade both cars? Woo!
Do you remember when we upgraded? Was it one in Austria last year, and then it was both at Silverstone? And look at Oscar and Lando at Silverstone; they were on fire. They were on frigging fire.
Cooking it all.
Oscar cooked, and the thing is, he cooked this weekend half the upgrades. So when he gets that full package locked in, I got to watch back and see how he did in Imola last year because I've forgotten how he did there last year. But
I know he was. There was no Imola last year.
Yeah, there's no Imola last year.
This is the last new track.
The rain in it. It was the rain thing.
Floods.
Yeah, floods. Of course it was.
And that's it. I'm not going to say Oscar's going to win Imola. I'm saying Monaco. All he needs to do is put crazy quality lap in. That's it. It's done. Slap it on pole.
Guys, if he
Woo!
wins Monaco, flip it out. Have we got Zach in the building? Is Zach Brown in the building, people? Because he says Lando wins his first race at my home race. Boys, we've never been more back. I missed the start of the stream because of work. Listen, you've still joined us, and salute to you, man. You're getting that McLaren first win at home. Zach Brown, shout out to you, bro. You've been losing the weight. I'm seeing it. Big up yourself, man.
And if you're watching the replay, obviously you're not watching it live. Shout out to you as well, man.
Absolutely.
The journey, absolutely. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Leave a comment. We're gonna get back to you. We'll shout you up.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Melanie O. Hope you're doing well. I just want to acknowledge how quickly Lando is able to bounce back from a bad result, like the sprint to the P2 in China, and now sprint end to the win. Impressive.
He would have cooked in the sprint. He got shagged.
He got absolutely shagged.
It felt like 2 different weekends, to be honest. From Friday, Saturday.
Yeah.
Friday it felt different to Saturday. It felt different to Sunday.
I hear you.
Like the sprint qualifying, SQ1, SQ2 felt like a different. And then SQ3 came and I was like, where's the pace gone?
Yeah. It was weird how we just, like, I think Matt had mentioned it earlier, like, it was like the pace was here, then it went, then the pace came, then it went, then it finished in the end, and it was like, bloody hell, where is this car? Who is this car? Did we turn with 2 different cars or what? It was weird, but yeah, you're right, Melanie. The way that he's bounced back from it, it's, when the issue happened with him in the sprint, I thought, I was delighted that it was him over Oscar, because I was like, if he's got the new upgrades, I want to see what they can do after like adversity. Let's see what happens. But then when I realized my man's DNFing, I'm like, no, this is not what I wanted to see. I wanted to see what these upgrades could do, and we got robbed of that. But we were given what we were given our just rewards in the race on Sunday. But yeah, couldn't it felt like absolute separate races. You know what I mean? Like race weekends altogether. The way that the car behaved and just how long a weekend is, and the fact that it's in the States. So obviously for us in the UK and Europe, we're watching these races in like late afternoon, evening. And it's like it's been a long day. It's like where's my fix? Where's my Formula One fix? I haven't had it today, so it felt extremely strange. But yeah, listen, Z, this is what I'm talking about right here. Double podium in Imola. That's what I am. That's what I've got feeling in the veins right now.
The only thing that can prevent this is how good these Ferrari upgrades are.
Yeah,
gassing it up. Let me see what their Ferrari upgrade is. Historically, Ferrari upgrades are not good, but let's see what happens. Or they don't make huge steps. So let's see how competitive they were. Quite competitive this weekend as well. I don't think they were that far behind us or Red Bull. But what we talking about now? We're talking about a three-way constructors fight right now because Perez ain't pulling up trees.
Well, Scoop on Football here says, listen, Max has a big but not unsustainable lead. Can he be caught? Especially Ferrari developer McLaren continue this form. I mean, the constructors thing is last year, no Perez points even still meant that Red Bull won the constructors.
Win, yeah.
Max's points alone won the constructors championship. That's the only thing I can say about that. And is there genuinely a battle taking place this year? We've already had a Ferrari win this year. We've had a McLaren win now this year. Along with those, has Perez won a race this year?
No. It's only Sainz, Verstappen, and Norris. They're the only people that won. Sounds crazy. I just said Norris.
I mean, if you're Perez, you got to be asking this question. Like, hang on a minute, how these two men won a race each? Like,
no. But Red Bull's already dropped more points than they did last year, just because of that. Because two different drivers have won now, not Red Bull drivers. So it could be tighter. Obviously, knew he's going to get taken off. He's going to be doing his RB17, whatever thing is. So he's not going to be anywhere near that car anymore. So upgrades down the line, he's not going to have his golden touch. He's not going to have his validation on it. Obviously, the technical team like Red Bull's very good as well. But they're not going to have that trump card of Newey anymore moving forward in terms of upgrades. That could swing in our favor as well. Who knows? And I'm hearing that we might be stealing someone from Red Bull for next year, but we'll see who we take from them. Because I heard it's an exodus over there. Shout out to Zach Brown. Zach Brown, let us know he's seen some resumes already. He's Messi guy. Zach Brown's Messi, man.
He is Messi. Honestly,
you didn't need to reveal that.
You don't need to give him ammunition because boy, when he feels like it, Thing is, I'm with Adith on this one, right? Upgrades, Red Bull have got their upgrades coming too, right? And so he's saying, glad we seized the opportunity this week. You know what? I have a feeling we're going to be looking at it like that more so. We're going to be looking at the fact that, when the moment was there and ready to pounce, we actually did it on first. Would you say first attempt? Maybe second attempt, because Ferrari was won the first one, right? Sainz won the first one. Where did Sainz win again? Was it? Why has it gone out my mind? Where did he win?
Well, the first time was Silverstone 22.
No, sorry, this season.
This season. No, Australia.
Australia. Yeah.
Australia.
So, it's maybe Australia. Was it a stretch too far? I don't know. But the fact that Sainz won it was a bit annoying. But then the fact that Red Bull and Ferrari.
Red Bull brought an upgrade in Japan though, and it was quite big. It wasn't like a small upgrade. So how can they bring an upgrade that quickly? Straight away.
I don't know.
Like they changed the whole side pod. Like they made it vertical. They did quite a lot in Japan.
Yeah.
We have to wait.
So if they brought another one, I don't. They might bring upgrade, but I don't think it's going to be big. I know Ferrari are going to bring something big because they haven't brought much performance upgrades at all, if any. Maybe one or two, but I think they're going to bring a big upgrade. Red Bull, let's see what happens, man. If Newey said about we're hitting a performance ceiling soon, let's just see what happens. If they do, boy,
quick. Let's have it quick. Let's have it.
Might have a little 2003 season, 3 teams.
Let it happen, man. We will be there. We will be there. Andrea's saying, look, it's not the old Ferrari anymore, to be fair, right? Maybe Vasseurs made it a little bit different. I'd hold fire, Andrea. I'll hold fire. Just wait. I'm almost thinking, just wait.
I'm of the opinion, yeah. For sure, prove to me, show me. I think he's getting a lot of accolades without any proof. When Stella has proof.
Well, the thing is, he's getting accolades because, well, Science has won 2 races now under him, but also it's just not the clown show that we know.
They weren't races won on pure pace, though.
They weren't, no, but also, but the fact that it's not a clown show at the minute.
Oh yeah, no, operationally, 100% the better.
Just
These guys slapped out a 1.9 pit stop yesterday.
Yeah.
I was saying, what? So operationally, they're miles better than where they were under Bonotto. But in terms of, and I think they did a good step in terms of change of direction when they brought that Japan upgrade to make the car easier to drive. And clearly they made massive gains over the winter. So the development is there. And over the winter, Ferrari are traditionally very good at developing their car. I'm talking about in season.
Yeah.
Can they make the jump? Let's see what happens, man.
Wait and see.
All right, let me see what happens. Guys, Vasseur prior to Ferrari, he was not an impressive individual in terms of he did nothing over there. There was nothing going on over there.
Really.
ART, obviously, he was cooking, but I'm saying in Formula One at Alfa Romeo, their man didn't make any moves, any progress.
No, none.
So, and clearly he's a good people person. I saw him with the celebrations. And
what did you think?
Ross Brawn and Todd are fuming. They don't know what's going on. They can't believe this.
Man was there, boy, in the club. You know what I mean? He was ready.
You know what's so funny? I don't think Zach Brown would ever do that.
Oh, hell no.
I don't know.
It would never go to a Ferrari celebration. I said, give me a Ferrari. Oh, let me wear a Ferrari cap.
And wear the cap too. No chance.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, something is odd with that move. There's something odd. There's something odd, man. We need, we need another 2010 season. Absolutely. I'm all for it. All right, guys. First of all, Jay, come on. I'm ready for Oscar to finally have a good race and be far away from Science. You and I both.
Do you know what's so funny? Yeah, I can see Oscar's getting frustrated now. You know, the post-race interviews now.
Yeah.
He needed a podium, man.
He did.
Just for his self-confidence, he just needed it. Obviously, he's probably very mentally strong now. He probably is. But it's not been a good start this season. And he needed that podium, man. He needed a big bunch of points. Because look at the gap between him and Lando now. That's going to be hard to get back into the mix. And we need him back in the mix. We're going to do anything in the constructors.
Absolutely. Gents, if is there anything else you don't want to chat out about before I get to the awards?
I think, what was I going to say? I think this is going to be a confidence boost for Lando. Getting this out of the way, getting this monkey off the back, because it's never ever been an ability thing. It's been a mental thing. And I harpen back to last week. This guy was out raving. He wasn't worried about it. And he seemed way more relaxed just going into the weekend. He didn't spiral after what happened on Friday and Saturday. He didn't care. He's just like, let me just come into a clean mind. And that's a good thing. Maybe that is the approach for him. Like, just chill out a little bit more, man. You're here, man. It's gonna come, it comes. And I feel like maybe this will be a turning point for him where he's not so in his head, and we might get rid of those, them Q3 mistakes that are all mental, and he starts getting into the right place. And the opposite side, I don't need Oscar to be down or anything like that. I reckon he's just going to put these upgrades on and he's going to cook, man. I need that podium ASAP.
Nat, what do you think? What's this going to do? What's this going to do for Lando and even Oscar as well? Like, as a ripple effect.
Yeah, I kind of agree with your point there about just Lando. Just like, I think he needed this just to get that pressure off him. And he talked about after the race how he'd seen everything that people were saying about him, and yeah, just to get that off, to prove them wrong, to have that, to just have that, like, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I'm him. You hear me? Yeah, I'm him. And so, like, I just think now, I think he might just be that demon that I thought he could be, and just hit it in qualifying, like he was capable of doing before. And then on top of that, he always had that race pace, but just like the mental side of it, I think that's something, that pressure just means being gone is just like, I think that could be the freeing moment that you can just be like, I'm just going to drive at this consistent, but just just rapid, and just to deliver it in all sessions, like I think he is capable of doing. And so I'm very hopeful for that, because if he can do that, then it's scary hours. That's how I see it.
Look how young these drivers are as well, man. Give them 10-year contracts, man. Give them baseball contracts, man. We're good to go, man. We're literally good to go, man. Give them Chelsea contracts, Mudrick. Give them the longest contract ever. I need to see that. But somebody put in the chat, I remember, sorry I missed it. I'm not worried about Mercedes engines because we are the best Mercedes engine. We clearly are better than. I think that's not even a controversial shot now. We're better than Mercedes. We're better than Aston Martin.
Yeah.
I was looking at preseason shots the other day, and I was like, they were lumping us with V Cup. Now look,
yeah, that's
V Cup. Oh my god! Alex Oracle says, if the car is there, and only if it is, I can see Norris going back-to-back wins, potentially back-to-back. If we're getting delusional, Amon says back-to-back wins. I'm hearing, in terms of what this could mean for Lando Norris.
I still don't know what these upgrades mean. I need that free practice sessions. Let these guys narrow in the car, dial it in properly. Because the one thing that McLaren are very good at is dialing in the car. So let them dial it in. Let them have free practice sessions. Let's see where we're at. And Imola, I've always been hopeful from the beginning of the season that we'll cook in Imola. You know what I mean? And I'm not even worried about Oscar because a lot of our tyre testing days are in Imola. So he's driven a million laps there anyway in a McLaren. So it shouldn't be too much of an issue for him. Monaco's just pot luck, man.
Be good in quali.
If you hook the lap up, you hook the lap up.
Yeah.
So that it could be back to back if we're getting delusional.
It will.
For some reason, in the back of my mind, I think Leclerc's going to win Monaco.
You think?
Yeah, I think it's time. He
literally just needs to do one thing. He just needs to slap it on pole, which he's done before.
Which he's done.
And it's all right. If it doesn't rain, he's good.
Yeah, it's true. Jean Cartier says, now Lando had now given the title back to Heitfeld. Absolutely, about not winning a race. Give him back that title, man. More wins equals more sponsorship interest.
MasterCard, McLaren, guys.
Man.
I'm hearing rumors that it'll be the biggest deal in Formula One history. Sponsorship deal.
There we go, people.
Bigger
there we
than
go.
Oracle.
Listen.
Listen, I'll be happy to say MasterCard, McLaren. I'll be happy to say that.
Jean,
I don't have a problem if they're running the money.
If they're running the money, then why not? Jean also goes on to say that 2026 will be a reset, so Mercedes need to bring a good engine because McLaren is committed to this relationship, even though I wanted McLaren Toyota for the 2026, but I digress. We hear you.
McLaren Toyota goes.
We hear you. You see, Toto says Z say that even Newey would have had a hard time trying to fix their car. Get out of here.
The enemies are suffering, man.
You know,
for them it must be embarrassing that our customer teams are absolutely spanking them. This is just all error.
Slap. Dilemma Group giving up on Merc, and we get sole power of the Mercedes engine. I am so here.
That would never happen. That would be lie to you. I'm thinking they're just gonna pack it up. They're just gonna be like, you know what, we're just making engines again. There's no way, man.
Yeah,
exactly.
No, exactly.
Especially with this Antonelli George.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly. Nat, talk to me. I need your driver ratings, man. I need Oscar. I need Lando Norris. What are we saying? It's going to probably be the easiest driver ratings we've done all season, all podcast history.
Yeah, nah. Just both of them 10s, man. I don't care. They
Both of
delivered.
them 10s.
Yeah, because I say this because if you think about Oscar, for example, he had an upgrade that Stella said was a gap of like there was a 2 second, not 2 second, 2/10 of a second deficit
Yeah.
between them. Yeah, and in qualifying, Oscar was within Lando's within that 2/10 gap.
Yeah.
And then the race that he's having until the terrorism.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you absolutely have to go. And then also on top of that, just the weekend he had, you know, he out-qualified Lando in the sprint. And then he was the one to avoid all the trouble and get that finish in the end. And then for Lando, yeah, just the race makes it a 10. Like the rest of the weekend doesn't really matter at this point because he did what he did, and I just think they were just both superb.
Absolutely. Let us know in the comment section, people. We need your driver ratings. Get on them. Mahad, talk to me. Let me before you get there. Alex says we spent so long reserving the 10 for that elusive win. And now it's the time to say it. The Oracle has gone for Lando Norris 10, Oscar Piastri 9. Talk to me.
I'm saying Lando 10. I'm saying Piastri 9. I agree. Lando, I've never said 10 on it, ever. I said the 10 is reserved for a win. He won, you hold the 10. I ignore the whole sprint quali and all that kind of stuff. Don't care. You get a 10 for the race because after you got out of when Perez got out of the way, you was the fastest man on track from that point onwards. Nobody was matching you. Nobody was near you.
Nobody
and
was.
Then when Max was behind you and there was pressure to do a safety car restart, you decided to proceed to put 7 seconds on his head and purple lap consistently. I've never seen that purple fastest lap pop up so much in my life.
Yeah.
Literally every lap, fastest lap. He was going faster and faster and faster.
Unreal.
And faster. Yeah. To the point where like he couldn't probably even see the Red Bull in his mirror.
No, absolutely.
And Piastri was outstanding. And if that doesn't happen, he's getting peaceful.
Yeah. Northfire says Lando 10, Oscar 9, Team 10, bring on Imola. Amon 10 for everyone, but I'm gonna keep an eye on the pit crew. They need to step up.
No, pit crew did that. No, I'm not
2.6, 2.1, still decent.
That's decent, man.
Listen, I'm with Amon here. I need that consistency, people. I need that.
No, it's because you're seeing other people do 1.9 that you think 2.3 is rubbish. It's not.
No, but like I said, consistency because we haven't been doing 2.1s all season. Bearing in mind we've had some stinkers along the way this season, so back in the gym, lads. Back in the gym.
To be fair, look at our competitors. Mercedes did a horrible stop for George, and Sainz. When Sainz could have got ahead of Oscar,
yeah,
but they gave him a 3.6 second pit stop. And I said, no.
We'll take that.
That was nasty, man.
We'll take that. Z says here, Lando Norris 10, Oscar 9. Strategy 10. Oscar says, when he wasn't effed by external factors, Lando was flawless. We won. I agree with Mahad. 10 and 9. 10 for Norris. I'm guessing 9 for Oscar Piastri. Randy Singh and I can't believe I'm saying this 9.5. Shout out to Singh. Listen, I'm going with exactly the same here. Lando Norris 10, Oscar Piastri 9. Because as you said, as you've both waxed lyrical about these two, absolutely, that's what I'm going with them. One strategist, we got to go 10, surely.
One thing I'll say about strategy.
Yeah, go ahead.
One thing I'll say about strategy, Lando's decision to go long. That was baked in when he was just that comfortable with the tires. He was just sitting the laps that he was. With Oscar, I heard Oscar's radio during the safety car. He was mad. He wanted to continue. And
was his tires okay? That's
his
what
tires
were saying.
He wasn't complaining about the tires all that much. And I think
they
could
did
have
it
gone on
of
for maybe 2 more laps. Yeah, but they pit at the same time. So
yeah, it's just dumb, innit?
But apart from that, 9.5. I don't mind that.
On that, by the way, Ferrari Ferrari's garage all came out as if to, for the pit stop for science, and then obviously, neither pitted at the time. Is that within the rules? Can we do that?
Yeah.
You can have your pit garage out there for a dummy.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
Okay.
been done before.
Interesting. Okay. I thought that wasn't allowed, but hey ho. If it's allowed, it's allowed, man. It is what it is. People are putting in the chat as well. Listen, 10 for Lando, 9.5 for Oscar. The team 10 says Stefan Williams. Shout out to you. Those purple laps were like Hamilton 2020 levels. Yeah, they were outrageous.
Yeah.
They were outrageous. Jean says could be worse. We could have been Sauber pit crew. I gave it 10 for Lando, 10 for the team, 9.5 for Oscar, 8.5 for the pit crew. It could be worse. We could have been the Sauber pit crew. Just saying. Yeah, Merck, Red Bull did that to each other throughout the entire 2021. Okay, fair enough. I just thought it wasn't safe. I thought it was a bit of a risk. Pit crew, as some of you have put out there, they did very good on the weekend, so we'll give them their props.
It's an improvement. I'll give him an 8.
I'll give him a 9.
Yeah.
I'll give him a 9.
Strategy, I'll give him an 8 as well.
Sorry, strategy 8. You said?
Yeah, I'll give him an 8.
8.
Yeah, the Oscar one could have been executed a little bit better, like in that sense, but
fair enough.
Apples and pears,
Yeah.
I'll win at the end of the day because of the main strategy.
I'll go for a 9 simply because simply we won the Grand Prix. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's only so much I can really, say regarding that. Very quickly, your thoughts on Imola in 2 weeks' time. Is it next week or 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
It is 2 weeks.
I'm saying guaranteed podium. I'm too scared to their win. I don't know what Ferrari going to do.
All of a sudden, they just come out the blocks.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
I hear you. Upgrades. Who knows?
Yeah,
I hear you. No, I hear you on that. I see why you're cautious. Nat, what are you saying?
Yeah, man. There's a track in I think there's a track in Germany called the Norris Ring. Yeah, Imola is the Norris Ring in Formula One. like that track is just built in for Lando. And yeah, in a wet session he'll be competitive, but even if it's a dry session, I think he's going to cook. And I can see a podium for him. And yeah, but one thing I will say is I think Red Bull are going to come back fighting. And
they're fuming, yeah.
Yeah, so I do think that it's going to be tough for that back to back, but yeah, I can see a podium again because that track's just like Lando just loves that track for some reason, and it works.
Any track that's got short laps is going to go madness. Imola short lap, Austria short lap is going to do a madness. I would say I'll be hopeful. I'll say I want a double podium. I need Oscar on the podium, man. It will do him the world of good right now.
You've taken the words out of my mouth there, Mahad. Oscar's getting that double podium. We're getting that double podium, people. P2, P3. I'm going Lando Norris P2, Oscar P3. That's my prediction for this Imola Grand Prix, the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. That's going to be my prediction for that. Double podium, mate. I'll take that right now. You know what's so funny though? The streak is over. Double points finish is over.
Yeah, because of
I didn't even know that. I forgot about that. Signs I hate.
Ruining it. But if the streak is gonna break, it's gonna break for a Lando Norris win. I'm sorry, I'm taking that one. That's what I'm taking. Yeah, all the gang here in the back, everyone that's worked their frigging socks off, everyone that woke in has done their thing. This one, man, honestly, this is for the McLaren fans in and around the world. Okay, we have got our first win since 2021, and the first
this is the thing. This right here.
Yeah,
I said this already. The only way we'll beat Red Bull when they're top, like when they're on it, is in rain conditions. Because I think our car's faster than Red Bull rain. They're not that good.
No, they're not. They're not that good, are they?
We're faster than them.
Bring that rain.
You saw that in China quali.
Yeah.
What did we do to Max? We dunked on his head.
Bro, I'm gonna go check I'm checking the weather now, bro. Emilia
yeah,
Romagna.
no, definitely.
None of one's there. I'm checking it now, brother. And I
It's
can't
been
lie.
written. If you're in Europe, it's been. If you're in England right now, it's been
Oh,
raining
yeah.
every other day.
Well,
If it's the same in Europe, let's hope.
tomorrow and Tuesday and Wednesday, it's raining at the moment. So that's all I got to say
Okay,
about.
rain, but don't rain to cancel the race. The people in that region,
for real.
they've had enough.
Yeah, of
They've
course.
been through it, man.
No, for real. Guys, it's been emotional. It's been brilliant. It's been amazing. We have got our first win. Lando's got his first win in Formula One. We've got our first win since 2021. And it's been a pleasure. It's been a frigging pleasure. We've done it. We've finally done it. Now we move on to the next. Amon quickly says there, both cars in the top 4 in Imola. Oscar will bounce back. I think there's no doubt Oscar will bounce back. With these upgrades as well, he's getting the full pack. Listen, he's gonna look for science, yeah, and put that pack on him straight away. He's gonna look for science. But yeah, guys, it's been great. Nat, you're a legend as always.
Man, thank you.
We had to have
Shout
you
out to
on.
Kunle as well. Kunle battery died on his laptop. If you remember.
Shout out to Kunle, man. Honestly, old school. But
He
yeah,
he sending his love to everybody in there.
big up
Yeah,
to
man.
everyone. Big up all of you
Big up,
guys.
big up.
This race win was for the Amons of this world. Alex, Drea, Z. I'm just going through all of the people that have been here for time. Henry, Hussein, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Edith as well. Jay Starship, Melanie, this is yours. Scoop on Football, the PBs of this world, you know. TSJ Awesome, I can't forget. Steph Flo, of course. Even you, Rubinho, as a Ferrari man.
Don't pick up Robinho, man.
That wins for you, bro.
Don't bring him up, man.
Also to Bonzo Can. Yes, Bonzo Can as well, man.
That's
Yeah,
exactly.
the way he opened the arms. Stella
Say-
opened the arms, man. What did I say? What did I tell you? Reincarnation as well. In Stella we trust. This is for all of you people. Yeah, for you guys who stuck.
Shout out Adam as well. Happy
Honestly,
birthday.
yeah, Adam as well. Of course,
No.
Adam on the birthday celebration. Ryan as well. So cool to see all the drivers giving.
TJ.
Yeah, they were loving it. They were loving it.
All of you.
TJD, you know what I'm saying? All of you guys. Stefan,
McLaren fan Serbia.
Oh yeah.
can't forget. Musab, of course. There's so many of you. Henry, the lot, man. You lot are absolutely amazing. We love each and every single one of you. And guys, until next time, yeah, we'll see you in Imola. Unless there's anything else you want me to say here.
No, I'm all good. Peace
Guys,
out,
it's been awesome. It's been friggin' awesome.
Lando Norris race winner.
Lando Norris is the race winner. We'll see you at Imola. Peace.
Yeah.
Peace.